their pent up energy to like, okay, they get bored, they get upset. So Aries will create an argument so that y'all can just break up, or y'all can get upset just to later on fuck and get that whole initial, like I say, feeling of that spark again. Because I mean, even when you break up with somebody, y'all break up to make up, don't get me wrong, you still get that whole like, okay, we finna meet up. I don't know how she gonna feel or what's gonna woody woody woo or how this gonna go, but you know, you be nervous even after a breakup to see the other person. So that's a lot of why, you know, we can be very argumentative. We can like to create that tension in a relationship to the point where it just pop, because we just want that feeling. Like, I don't know, it's a rush. It's like, but the butterfly rush, like the butterflies. That's what all I can say. We like that feeling as much as the people said we say we don't. We do. Um, like I said, we can be argumentative, or we can attract a partner like this. We won't back down from confrontation. That's not something we do. If it's a confrontation or a conflict or something like that, a lot of times we will address it. We will be the first to address it. And we want you to just be straight up and say how you feel. If you don't like me or you don't feel it, like, I mean, 9 out of 10, we don't really give a fuck because we're very, like I said, we're very selfish. We don't care. We just be wanting to know. Um, like I said, it's the more confrontational Venus. It may produce a couple that's always beefing, break up to make up relationships. So that's another thing that it can create. Only because, like I say, because they like the feeling of the makeup, because it can feel like, once again, the first time when they met that person, the whole butterflies feeling, the spark, the passion, the renewal. And Aries is also the sign of renewal and new. They are attracted to new things. Like I said, Aries is the sign of new. Um, Venus in Aries can be savage with the comebacks. And I ain't gonna lie, some of the shit I be saying, I be looking back at it and I be like, damn, that was kind of mean. Like, that was fucked up. Like one day, I think the other day, somebody said some shit on my page, and I was like, well, who the fuck pissed in your mouth? I'm trying to figure out, now fuck your cereal, your mouth, nigga. Or get that dick out your ass. Like, I be saying, bro, I don't be trying to, but I will verbally annihilate your ass. So, we just gonna wait a second because I'm getting tired of folks walking behind me being nosy. Because they being nosy. Anyway, Venus and Aries can be savage with comebacks and the clapbacks. If you get into conflict with them, be careful because they can break you down. Like I said, we can, now we can break you down to fucking size. I will hurt a motherfucker's feelings. I've done it plenty of times, and I don't mind giving out tickets. So, verbally, and if need be, physically, savage, we will be. Conflict orientated. It's very conflict orientated Venus. I have no problem with conflict. Like I say, I will, like, what's the problem? What's your issue? I don't give a fuck who it is. Um, Conflict orientated Venus, so don't be surprised if they start pulling out the guns. Venus and Aries. It's very conflict oriented, so don't be surprised if they start pulling out the guns, the knives, the forks, the tasers. You name it. You name it. When in conflict, not all get down like that, but some do. And I'm here to be a number one advocate of this. I don't like to use weapons in fights, but I will. I will. I walk around with a 5-inch knife, switchblade on me every day, and my taser, and my mace. I love weapons. I've loved weapons since I was a kid. And it's funny because I used to walk around with a pocket knife on me when I was a kid. I used to walk around with a box cutter on me. I was a kid. And it was just like, but it wasn't, I never was used to do nothing. I used to, a lot of times, use this shit to carve inside of trees or dig in dirt. But just the thought that I used to keep a weapon close at all times. Um, I have a few weapons, and I plan on buying more weapons because I just like weapons. I like the way they look. It ain't like I say necessarily that I be trying to just use them on anybody. I just like weapons. I've always have, and my favorite. Most people like guns. Guns are cool, but I really love knives. I really like knives. Um, I know I can talk about it so passionately. That's that Venus and Aries boy. Anyway, Venus and Aries rules weaponry, as well as some Venus and Aries may walk around, like I say, with weapons on them. You never know, really, honestly. But yeah, you won't really ever know too much. Like I say, I told y'all the little stuff I have, but you ain't knowing everything. Some Venus and Aries can like to destroy things for fun or in anger and could attract mates who like to do the same. Or when they get mad, they could do that. So, good story. Me being a Venus and Aries, I do get angry very fast. I have a hairpin, like hair trigger anger system. And when you make me mad, I've just over the years I've learned how to deal with it and learn how to just not care and let shit blow over. But when I was younger, I would take everything so fucking personally and get so upset. I was that type that would kick holes in walls. I had my mama had to patch up a few holes in walls. Um, and I remember I would put that hole in the wall and I lied and said the vacuum did it. But I was mad because she wouldn't let me go to the movie. So I just dead ass went in the hallway and kicked the fucking hole in the wall. She almost beat my ass. Um, what else? Funny story. This guy that I used to talk to, he doesn't know this, and I ain't saying no names. But one night, I was going to put some sugar in his mom's gas tank. And the only reason I didn't put no sugar in that car was because I was like, okay, his mom, she has to go to work. I know some bitches would have just been more savage, but see, that's the Pisces in me at the same time, because like I had a real cool relationship with his mom, so I really didn't want to do that. And I believe in karma, so I was like, I just wait till he get a car. But that was a long time ago. But like I say, you could attract mates. They could definitely attract mates that men. If you're Venus and Aries, then you might have a lot of stories about getting your cars keyed up or tearing up your shit or slashing your tires. If you're that type of man, then 9 times out of 10 you might have a Venus and Aries because you might attract that type of crazy girl. Um, I'm trying to think. What else have I done? Oh, yeah. I punched my boyfriend in the face one day while he was driving. We were arguing, and I just cold cop knocked his ass. No lie. Some Venus and Aries may like to play with fire. I can say that I do. I'm much so a firebug. My mom's ex used to always call me that. He used to call me little firebug because I would always play with lighters and just light paper on fire and light shit on fire just for no fucking reason. Or, for instance, one time I almost caught the damn carpet on fire. I was playing with an incense and I was like letting it just burn. I wasn't even blowing it out, just letting it burn. And the tip fell in the carpet. It almost said, yeah. Um, y'all got me bringing back memories. Anyway, very Aries and Venus and Aries is very impatient. We don't like waiting. We don't like when you play games or beat around the bush. If they want something or want someone, they want it now. So like if we tell you we like you and you don't respond within like 24 hours, we don't like you no more. Bye. Like, it's that simple. On to the next. Find somebody else cute. Because I ain't got time to be waiting on no nigga. I got the pussy. So if I was like, I like you, and you like take forever to jump, boy, bye. I'm gone. I ain't got time. I'm dead serious about that. Like, no, I'm too cute for that. Um, for example, I'll use an example. Venus with Aries in woman. This is how impatient we can be. Venus and Aries in general, but I'm gonna use the woman as the example. Venus and Aries woman, a woman with a Venus and Aries might ask her dude for a necklace. He might take too long to get it, so she'll get it herself and then wave it in his face like I had to buy this myself because you taking too long. I ain't gonna lie, that is so fucking me. It's my been times my boyfriend wanted to beat my ass because I be like, I bought this and and he be like, why the fuck, why did you go buy that? And I be like, because like, bro, you ain't gonna never fucking buy it. And he would get so pissed off because he's an Aries sun sign and he don't like when you make him feel like you telling him that he not gonna, I guess, commit to what he say he gonna do type shit. Even if he take a while, he don't like that. So, but I'm just like, I'm very impatient. He impatient, but in other ways. But I'm impatient with that type of shit. Like, I've asked you to buy something, and I've been asked you to buy something, and I've been asked you to buy something, and I've been asked, and we just never get. So I'm just doing my fucking self. I don't have time, and sometimes I have to just take that initiative and just deal with his mouth because I don't care. Um, we don't like complications, but always be the ones that be like, it's complicated. We can be like that. Venus and Aries can attract mates who are selfish, like I say, because we are selfish. That song, matter of fact, I wrote this. That song, Let's Be Selfish by Rihanna, comes to mind. She's a Venus and Aries like myself. And it's funny because she's a Venus and Aries, and she has a song called "Let's Be Selfish," and she's talking about being selfish with her partner, being selfish with her love, you know, them being together for a change, just alone by themselves, nobody else. That's Venus and Aries. As kids, Venus and Aries might not have wanted to share, or if they did share, you had to play with their shit the way they told you to. And this is very true. I never was. Venus and Aries can produce that mine type of personality kid. Like, my toy, this is mine. Even if it's another kid's toy, that's mine. But I wasn't that kid. I was the other. I used to actually make my cousins play with my Barbie dolls with me, boy or girl, but I would tell them what to tell. Basically, like, okay, we communicating with dolls, and I'd be like, I want to go to the mall, and I'd tell my cousin, say, you want to go to the mall too, and then he got to be like, well, I want to go to the mall. Like, I was that type of controller. You couldn't tell. You couldn't be like, well, I want to go. I couldn't be like, well, I want to go to the mall, and then you be like, well, I don't want to go to the mall. No, 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 no. You playing with my toys. So we all going to the motherfucking mall. I know y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy after this shit. Okay. Ooh, this is a part. This is gonna be a part whole fucking 3 to this shit. We are leaders, natural leaders of the pack. We usually are loners as well. And some Venus and Aries might like sports, muscle cars, and sports cars. And don't get me wrong, I love me some muscle cars and some sports cars. Give me like a good 1980s Chevy Camaro, like that old muscle fucking car with the T-top. Bruh, that is my dream car. A T-top Camaro, that is like my dream car. The old school though. A old school fucking Mustang. Love them. A old fucking Ford truck. Chevy. I love an El Camino. I love a box Chevy. I love a Caprice. Like, I'm just into that type of shit. Like, y'all see me going down the list. Like, these are like the type of cars I really, really like. I like Dodge Chargers. I don't like Challengers like that. Like I said, the list goes on. Um, Venus in Aries.